football news that's closer to home, the New York Giants have announced the promotion of offensive coordinator Ben McAdoo to the position of head coach. The hiring of McAdoo makes him the second youngest NFL head coach in the league, but only behind the newly crowned Miami Dolphins head coach Adam Gase. The move to make McAdoo a head coach has gotten mixed reviews from Giants fans. I myself, like Mike, as a Giants fan, and we'll get to what I think about it. Giants fan Mike, what do you think?
I think they should have kept Tom Coughlin. I think you go ahead and you remove Tom Coughlin, who's won 2 Super Bowls for you, and I understand that the team has been very, a lot of poor performance over the course of the last 4 seasons where they haven't made the playoffs, but it's a tough sell to Giant fans because here you go ahead and you remove Tom Coughlin, a guy who's won 2 Super Bowl championships for you, but you're going to replace him with a guy who is one of his assistants and who has never coached an NFL game. I like Ben McAdoo. I think he's going to be a good coach. I think that for right now this is a good fit. But everyone talks about the chemistry that he has with Eli Manning, and that's great. And they have worked pretty well together. But if you look at the record, when Ben McAdoo has been the offensive coordinator for the Giants, they're 12-20 in the last 2 seasons. So I think for what the Giants are doing right now, I think it was a good move to take McAdoo after they fired Tom Coughlin. But I don't think that they should have fired Tom Coughlin to begin with. I didn't like the way that all played out.
And I think it's even more, obviously it's more than the connection with Eli and Ben McAdoo. You have to think about the defense. Okay, their defense is worse in the league, period. So he's going to have to recruit a nice staff to ensure that they're more effective this upcoming season. And not only that, you have Eli Manning, 35, 36 years old. They need to win now. You can't build around him. He has so many years to fill up. So McAdoo has a lot of, it's like a rebuilding but repowering phase for the Giants.
Yeah, I don't particularly like it. I understand why they did it, but I don't particularly like it. The ownership has talked about this new era, but they've kept a lot of the old pieces in place, the pieces that have gotten them to not the playoffs and losing records and records in the wrong way. You've got Spags, who had the worst defense, but you're giving him another chance because of the idea that maybe there wasn't enough talent and depth there. But that falls on Jerry Reese. And then you have an offense that was good, but not the best. There's still room for improvement. Who's in charge of building the offense, putting players in place? Jerry Reese. He's still in place. Coughlin's gone. Spags is there. So it almost makes it seem like Coughlin, they're pinpointing Coughlin as the reason why. And personally, I thought he should have been gone last year. But they decided to keep him for another year and now fire him but keep everybody else in place. I don't like it, but by all accounts, McAdoo is a hard worker, he's smart, and Eli likes him.
He is. And I thought something that's very interesting, one of the first questions during the press conference was, what are your goals or what's important to you? He said that he wants everyone to be disciplined. He doesn't accept anything domestic violence. He's totally against that. And he's totally against repeated mistakes, and he wants everyone to work hard. So those are like his big 3 initiatives as he moves forward. I just have to put that. I'm indifferent because I'm an Eagles girl, so you guys can deal with all of that. However, I'm just kind of shocked. It seems like the right thing to do, but again, the New York Giants. This is a big market. If you ask me, I would expect them to pick someone who's very experienced, who has the head coaching experience. So that transition from offensive coordinator to head coach is tricky. I mean, Mike Tomlin did it with the Steelers, but I think it's a rare transition that in this market, good luck.
Yeah, I mean, it can be done. You got to start somewhere, but I think it was a panic hire because the Eagles expressed interest in McAdoo, and they didn't want to lose him. And I wonder how he's going to handle. I don't recall when the Odell Beckham, Josh Norman situation was happening on the field, where was McAdoo in terms of getting Odell to calm down? And as a coach, that's something that he's going to need to do. Yeah. And if he didn't feel comfortable doing it as an offensive coordinator, I don't have any faith that he's going to feel comfortable doing it as a head coach. And McAdoo, please, with your first paycheck, get a well-fitted suit.
Boy, you had to bring it up.
That was just awful.
I mean, hey, it's not about the suit, it's about the game. I'm sure you'll be jumping in joy if they happen, which I doubt it, win a championship. So, we'll see.